What's up, friends of the good mood? This is Manni, and the 11.3 update has removed so many potential good older weapons from our setups and made them useless. And now we're here waiting and looking for another weapon to replace them. Something we can use that offers us a decent amount of damage output as well as range and options. So what about Avalanche, my friends? 4 times heavy Avalanche on the Bagliore with this setup here. Played by Explosion. This is a War Robots community video. He's showing us the whole hangar and how it all works. So yeah, let's jump into the battle. Also, the Seeker drone will come in handy quite a few times. We're right here on Dreadnought, firing a 500 meters range weapon with a tremendous amount of firepower. He just quickly did 900,000 damage to the shield of the Teth robot right there, who of course restores his health, same as he does, and then basically it's reset. However, the thing is, the Teth is a brand new meta bomber robot. The Bagliore is not a bad robot at all, lots of firepower, but the Teth with that new weapon that it's using is a real problem, okay? And the fact that you can almost not kill it. However, you might be surprised to see the outcome of the upcoming battle, but for now, let's just enjoy seeing what we're seeing here in Team Deathmatch on Dreadnought, okay? There's another, what's it called, Ohokochi coming in, but he's being attacked from behind as well. Something is behind him, and he teleported behind with the teleport beacon. He activated the Frederick battleship, and now does an incredible amount of extra damage against the attacking Teth robot. And it seems like the Teth has decided that this Bagliore must die. And at this point, I'm like, okay, this is it. What is he gonna do? He's at low health. That Teth is basically indestructible. But then he's just healing back up, because after the teleportation, he keeps healing. Then he has got the active healing module as well, or rather the unstable conduit. And, well, basically what means with the Frederick combination is that we actually outbrawls the Teth robot with these old Avalanches. And these Avalanches are not exactly the type of weapons that you say, okay, those are like top-notch in terms of damage output. No, they're just good, but not crazy, okay? And he was able to defeat a complete Teth robot that was singling him out and trying to, assassinate him. So that is really interesting. I did not expect him to survive it. Now he offensively teleported into the battle. Explosion, warp fueled from the Gommel clan, or Gom-El clan. Yeah, what a great setup this is. I like it. I would like to play it myself. He threw back the teleportation beacon into his base, very far away, right? So that he can teleport back out of this zone here if he has to. And you see in the top right corner, it takes a long time until he has to teleport back. It's like really long. And he makes the kill. He finishes off the Ohokochi behind cover, by the way, with the massive splash damage of the Avalanche, and then conveniently teleports back in safety. I like that. This is really fun to watch, and I would really like to play that setup myself. We're seeing a Fenrir coming in, but the Fenrir is just getting pummeled around, left and right. Yeah, so he is, however, still alive, because there's a lot of health on such a Fenrir. But now with a battleship support, Frederick adding another 250,000 damage, 250% of additional damage output to the ring, or to the mix. Or, but I guess it's not 250, it depends on whether or not you have the turrets that increase the health also, the damage output. Then you can reach, I think, still 300%. Or 280, I believe it is, that you can reach now with the battleship and the 2 turrets. Alright? Another Fenrir is joining the battle and is getting completely vaporized by all those rockets. The recharge of the rockets is not the fastest, but then again, it's not the slowest either. And the fact that you have a lot of splash radius with decently fast charging missiles, and then at the same time having what was the other thing? Oh, good range. You have decent range on it with 500 meters. That is really a good setup. The Lynx robot has a problem here. He wants to take him out, but he's got the Seeker drone. So the Lynx actually doesn't work in this situation. He can't make it. And then he used the teleport to jump around and kill the Lynx from behind. because he was able to get behind him and not have to worry about him trying to counterwalk the position. Then we see a full Bjorn Titan spawning in the enemy base, getting a good 20-30% knocked off of his health bar just from a bunch of rockets here. It seems like with 18 versus 8, our team here, or the team of Explosion, is winning this fight pretty well. Doing a good number on the Orokochi before he activates his ability and converts all incoming damage to dot. I feel like, yep, that Seraph would be a good target. And he is going down. Oh my goodness. No, he's not quite down yet, because got the phase shift and an instant HP fix after the phase shift. Interesting. Alright, now he's coming back up, taking revenge. But then again, it's only a Seraph, and even in the air, the Seraph is not really that tough anymore, right? And even after the teleport over here from this far away, he can still finish off the Seraph. It is so nice to see the weapon having that kind of range to be able to pull this off, right? By the way, if you enjoy these videos, stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, and if you want to send in your own gameplay and cut it and prepare it nicely, then yeah, consider watching in the top right corner, also video description below, the first episode that I've recorded with the community videos. Yeah, that will lead you to the video that explains how it's done, how to do it, okay? How you can send in your own gameplay. If you want me to react to it and feature it in one of the videos here on the channel, this is what we can do, okay? Alright, so I feel like, yeah, this is in range. 500 meters, boom, gone. And then an offensive forward teleport, interesting. Most of the time, Explosion is using it in a defensive way, but sometimes he wants to get closer, fast. And here's a Nightingale. I was gonna say it's an Emugi, but it's a Nightingale, and the Nightingale suppressed him, so he's doing a lot less damage now. But the suppression's over, so now he can do damage, but it's very difficult to hit that flying Nightingale while it's up there in the air. The one thing I don't like about the Nightingale is that it can't fire its weapons while it's flying, so you're suppressing enemies, but you yourself are not really going to kill something in that time, right? So yeah, it's a little tricky. The Mugi, on the other hand, is able to provide teleports as a support and fire its weapons while being in stealth, you know? Much more up to date when it comes to that kind of thing. But the Nightingale was still a robot that a lot of people enjoyed a lot. I remember how many people were running Nightingales back in the days. I don't see them too much anymore, but it's still, sometimes I see it. The healing is not bad coming from the Nightingale. And it can fly for a long time. Oh my goodness, that poor Dagon just got completely deleted right there. He just threw a little gap. He just fired a bunch of missiles and that's it. And whoever this is, that guy is being annoying as heck. But you know what? Nothing that a good teleport can't solve, you know? The guy was doing the vortex and thermite and aphid over the walls, but he just teleported towards him. Now with the use of the Frederick battleship, he's faster and can dish out more damage at this point. So the Skyros ball unfolding might not have been the best idea there, and the best of timings. But yeah, so we're moving on. Very nicely how Explosion is moving through the map, and basically using the teleport in advance always to dodge incoming attackers, to surprise attack them himself, you know, and so on. For instance, now we're seeing a Mauler Titan coming in. That is a battle that you don't want to take with this Bagliore, right? So, well, we're just moving away from here then, and in case the Mauler Titan decides to come back at him, maybe Explosion has a lot of another idea. And he does. He throws the teleport beacon up there. The Mauler even jumps down, and he just teleports up there now. Boop, that's it. The Mauler got completely played. Now he's down in a corridor where he can't really do anything down there. Oh, a sword unit, pop! Got too close. So the Mauler can't be useful down there. It's just standing around. Now he's got to move somewhere where he can be more useful. Frederick was out, but yeah, I mean, wow. Dude, the poor Carnage there got completely deleted. It's an old robot, not really up to date. Unlike the sword unit and all the other things that we're seeing here. Some jocks they're up to date. So I see a lot of Titans spawning in. At this point, I would be like, okay, maybe we should throw the beacon over to our base and escape. But this time the beacon is basically where the... Yeah, well, actually, hold on. The beacon throw did not seem to have worked. But it doesn't matter because he's already destroyed the Sumjock and got killed by the Bjorn Titan. Then we're starting right into the next match. Well cut, Explosion. Thank you for cutting it together, making it a very nice focused gameplay around this one build. Exactly how the idea was. I don't have Avalanches, so I can't actually make video content about this particular setup right there. So it's great that you can, and providing me some interesting gameplay for our viewers to watch and enjoy. I know Explosion has already sent in another submission of video. It's about an Ion Ravager, which I also liked a lot when I saw it. Oh my goodness, we have another one of those freaking Teths on us. Thankfully, there was a bit of backup there against the Teth, and also, thankfully, there's a lot of damage output coming out of the Bagliore. So much even that, well, that the enemies are just getting popped left and right. I really like this build. I should play it myself. Look, another guy goes down. Frederick was active. Also, we are back at 40% Frederick charge. So it seems like the Bagliore with these 4 Avalanches charges the battleship meter relatively quickly. So I wouldn't call it like battleship cycling, but you can pull off the battleship quite often. Oh boy, that teleport was dangerous. Thankfully, after the teleport, he gets the health back. Plus, he had the active module for health back ready. And the Ophion couldn't destroy so much health so quickly. And then we have a Sumjock coming in. Oh man. The Sumjock did find a really, really bad moment to engage him because he was low on health. Now we're running away here. Apparently destroying and passing by the enemy there. Then jumping onto the Sumjock, who does not expect it. Probably still gets to go into his ability. Yeah, he does. But after the teleport, he's back at full health. Now there's 2 Sumjocks, but one of them made a mistake. He dropped his invincibility way too early. And Explosion did not get fooled. He was staying on him and popped him. And this location, I like it too. When you have 400 meters or 500 meters of range, you can fight so well from here. Unfortunately, basically all missiles here were misses. Look at the Sumjock is trying to come in and like, wait a minute, there was a Bagliore a second ago. Yeah, Sumjock stages are very annoying. They keep just disappearing on you. Throwing the support beacon away onto the beacon, it seems. And teleporting... Oh, wait, after the wall. Okay, he threw it against the wall. So he gets the healing after accepting the teleportation. And... uh-ohs. Another Teth robot. With ultimate weapons even. Yep, that's a problem. Alright, so... last map, ladies and gents. It is Dead City. So... 546,000 health right off the bat. Wow. That is basically Titan level hit points right there. Alright, he throws the teleport beacon into the corridor on the left side. Interesting, he doesn't throw it in a defensive way where he will be hidden when he uses it. He throws it in a way where he can get to a position maybe enemies won't expect him to appear. Oh, okay, he expected the Sumjock to get out of his shielding there, or his phase shift. Nah, he didn't do it though. And then we're teleporting to the left. Alright, nice. And from here, I think he can actually hit the Sumjock. Ah, okay, didn't look like it. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Oh, that is dangerous. That Outshone up there doing a lot of damage. Targeting system doing some bad stuff. Oh, and we have an enemy. Oh-ohs. Okay, that's us. A very annoying Shenlu right behind him, but he seems to be able to have enough firepower to just drop the Sumjock. I don't think the Sumjock... the Shenlu. I don't think the Shenlu expected that outcome, but that's what it got. Nice. Uh-oh. Okay, Condor is coming in. Let's get out of here. Ooh, oh, and the Outshone as well. Thankfully, though, he's got the Seeker drone, so he can snipe the Outshone out of his stealth flight. And the Condor was also dropped with the splash damage, he basically hit both players simultaneously, which is really interesting. And then there is, oh man, that Oho just got completely deleted. It felt like he killed the Oho with Frederick Battleship support because it went down so quick, but it wasn't. He just has that much firepower in this build. Uh-oh, something behind him again. Smells like Scorpion or Shen Lu. But he doesn't care, he finishes off the other guy and then jumps with the teleport. The the Shen Lu again, oh man, did however teleport after him before he teleported away, so that it means he still appeared right next to him. But again, another Shen Lu did not win, did not stand a chance. I wonder if that teleport throw puts him up on the beacon, on the higher elevated position. Oh, those Sumjocks are annoying. Nope, it flew past. And there is a Mender boy, an ultimate Mender. Alrighty, so healing back, more HP. Mender is coming in with the resistance of his ability charge, which is being countered now by the battleship support from Frederick Battleship. Also, there is a Ravager right behind the... Oh boy. Oh wow. Yo! I'm surprised to see that the Mender is tanking the fully Frederick Battleship boosted damage output. Oh my god, he gets him too! And that guy, meanwhile, has been on him the entire time. Holy moly. Wow, what a nice display of good, you know, area knowledge or map awareness, as I always call it. And seeing how the Bagliore with his teleports can fool around, trick enemies, and using the Avalanche to actually dish out a ton of damage. So maybe Avalanche is something to try and test. We'll see. Have a good one, and thank you, Explosion, for sending in this gameplay. See you in the next one, and Manni signing off. Bye-bye.